as you can see, oh, hold on a second. Okay. And no, I can't rotate on YouTube. Why would I be able to? Okay. Oh, here you go, buddy. Hold on. Come on. So, as you can see, everything's a little bit different today. Bear with me for just a second. I'm on dad duty. And of course, this is not Saturday when we typically meet, it is Sunday. So I may not be able to reply, but that shouldn't be an issue. I don't see anybody actually in yet. And yes, joined with me, of course, is MT. And I'm just kind of angling it so his face is not on camera. Okay, so as I said, we're a little bit different today. I'm on dad duty. We're not downstairs. I don't even have my hat on. See? So anybody who's questioning if I was bald or not, I'm not. I don't even have my contacts in. Just got my glasses here. So again, thank you for joining last week today. I know that we're a day later, and I appreciate you doing that. The little guy here had an appointment yesterday, so I figured probably best to do it today. All of my notes and books are downstairs. I'm upstairs in my living room right now, again, because I am on dad duty. Mom is resting, and the little guy's got to eat. He doesn't wait for anybody. So I figured let me just go ahead and do it up here. So off the top of my head, news topics. The Amber Heard Johnny Depp defamation suit, which is my new favorite show on YouTube, is heating up. And I mention it for our show because a long circulating, petition asking to remove Amber Heard from the upcoming Aquaman 2 film has gained more steam now that I guess more people are seeing the trial on YouTube and whatnot. I even saw like some Starbucks have like tip jars with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's name, and it's like I guess who you like better or who you believe more, you give a tip under their thing. And supposedly some people have said that Amber Heard is only in Aquaman 2 for like 10 minutes. So a pretty big reduction from the first film. None of these words are officially from Warner Brothers, so to be honest with you, I won't believe it until I see it with Warner Brothers. Um, and it's just kind of Warner Brothers is a little strange. Like they're not removing Ezra Miller from Flash. At least early reports said that they're unbothered. I don't know if since his second time beating up people in Hawaii. They haven't said anything about Amber Heard yet, but they were quick to remove Johnny Depp from Harry Potter. So I guess we'll see if Amber Heard appears again as Mara. My guess, one way or the other, I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to just release it with whatever they have, whether she's in there for 10 minutes or 2 hours. And then, because the DC movies are still trying to figure things out, either replace her in the next one or, hey, look, everybody might replace them to Aquaman 3 if they do another one, which it sounds like they were keen to, but who knows now. Okay, what other news topics? Yes. Now I'm drawing a blank. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. All right, as I said, I'm upstairs. I'm on dad duty, so I don't have my notes or anything with me. And just trying to, I don't have my notes or whatnot with me here. Yes, okay, here it is. Neil Adams did pass away. I believe that was on Friday. I could be wrong, maybe that was yesterday. 80 years old. It sounds like he had a lot of health complications. And from what people have been saying as well, people have seen him in cons and whatnot, he didn't look great. Regardless, he was a massive talent. I don't own too many Neil Adams, at least that I'm aware of, too much of his work, but of course I'm an admirer of it. Some of his stuff later in life, in my opinion, was just not good, not readable. Somebody tried to explain Batman Odyssey to me. I wound up tapping out, I think, like halfway in. I just didn't get it. I even joke with my LCS owner now, years later about it, and he's like, yeah, it was just weird. Other news topics. Again, people excited about Doctor Strange 2. Everybody but it seems like the Middle East, where they've banned it because of the character of America Chavez, Miss America, who, if you're not familiar, is gay. And they don't like that over there. So they're saying, well, we're not playing Doctor Strange. And I'm sure that's not a huge blow. I don't know how the Arabia, I don't know. I don't know how the theaters had been during COVID. I don't know if they're full capacity, partial capacity, or whatnot. But I'm sure that anybody who lives out there who wants to see the film is going to do so through different means, whether it be online or when it comes on DVD or Blu-ray or whatnot. I mean, look, I still haven't seen Spider-Man, and I was kind of waiting for Disney. I realized it's not going to be on Disney. Oh, hold on a second. What's up, buddy? Oh, I gotta clean his face. Again, apologies. I am on dad duty. Okay, buddy, you're good. You got a burp? Not yet? Okay. Okay, thank you. Hey, Matt. Yeah, I think America Chavez is going to be a great character. I don't know if it's going to be enough to sustain her own film or whatnot, but I mean, it's pretty apparent that we're building towards Young Avengers. Um, yeah, you don't need a scientist to say that. Yep, dad duty is the best duty, and the little guy couldn't wait today. I'm letting my wife rest, so he's here just staring at me while I'm talking. So it's good. I do have two people watching now, you and my son. So trying to think, what did I read this week? It was a light read week for me. I did read the latest issue of Black Panther, which you saw in my haul last week. Um, I haven't been following the Black Panther series. To be honest with you, I think I kind of picked it up accidentally. I think it was one of those things that just kind of wound up in my pull box. But I have to say, I thought it was very well done. It wasn't as action packed as one would hope, but this might be just kind of like a little break in the story where they're kind of really building anticipation and building some sense up. There were some, I can't think of the characters' names again. I'm a little unprepared this morning because everything is downstairs. But there was a very nice, I don't want to say a scene, but I guess you could say a moment reminiscent of Silence of the Lambs between, was it Shuri and the, excuse me, antagonist in this case. But it was a good read. I'm not going to continue with it. I may read it digitally, but my pulls are generally, you know, been on the smaller side lately. And although it was a good story, again, I could wait a couple months. It's not hasn't been something I've been following. Yeah, Matt, I'm not running to the theaters at all. I'll wait until whenever Disney's like, all right, we'll stream it now. I was saying I didn't see Spider Man yet. We may rent that one because I know the price is going down online for it. But I've been waiting for streaming. We saw Batman last weekend. We both enjoyed it, but we waited for HBO Plus, HBO Max rather. Um, yeah, we both enjoyed the film. I thought it was definitely a different take on Batman. It was kind of strange. It didn't really feel like a Batman film, to me at least. It felt something more like you'd see out of like Seven or some sort of a detective movie. And what was kind of strange too, I thought, I'm used to when Batman appears on screen, you hear, the big overture, you get this kind of big sense of grandeur. And you didn't really have that in this film. It's kind of like he came out of the darkness, like he just walked up. And I'm not spoiling anything, of course, but like people either look at him like they're either like, okay, who's this jerk, or they're afraid. At least for the first three-quarters of the film, I'd have to say. Okay, I see a couple people joining. If you're joining us, yes, it is 5 years I go to movie theater. Yep, life does change, Matt. If you're joining us late, this is last week today, and I am Philtastic. Join with me is MT. I'm on dad duty, so we're not downstairs. I don't even have my hat on. So he's hanging out with us here just while we chat about comics and what's gone on in the past week. So let's see. I also read issue 2 of Catwoman Lonely City. I know that, buonasera, yeah, buongiorno for us here. I know that that book actually came out a couple weeks ago, but for some reason it didn't make it to my polls. That is one that is on my pull list. I do like Catwoman, though not the current run, not the current series. But Lonely City, I have to say, is definitely a different type of story. Catwoman's one of those characters that I think she's got a rich history. She's got a lot of potential, but I don't think we've seen that quintessential Catwoman story yet. Nothing that's really kind of hit hard, in my opinion. Of course, I think Ed Brubaker got very close with his run. I think that was about 10 years ago at this point, but something is it's like not there 100%, at least in my opinion. Lonely City is a different take. If you're not familiar, we're seeing an older Catwoman. What's up, buddy? We're seeing an older Catwoman um, planning a heist, like a huge heist. I'm not going to ruin what it is exactly. And I have to say, I think Cliff Chang does the writing and the art on it. Very, very good job. And I don't know that this will be that essential Catwoman series, but we're getting close. Just as my little guy's getting close to passing out, he's a little milk drunk at the moment, but that's okay. We're going to let him keep going. You might hear him during the cast. That's okay. Those are really the only two books I read, at least that I can think of. I have been rereading the Simon Spurrier series Legion digitally. I've been rereading it, I should say. I'm planning to do a little bit of a short with it in the weeks to come. Spurrier's a writer who he's hit and miss with me, and this was a series that I fondly remember the writing on and the covers for. Really, his covers introduced me to Mike Del Mundo, which, if you're not familiar, is one of my favorite modern day artists. I did a whole video on it. I encourage you to look that up if you haven't seen it. But yeah, it's kind of a different revisiting it now through the Krakoan age. My wife is waiting for me to get ready to go to the hardware store. She has the honey. Oh yeah, the honeydew list. I have that too. You have a good day too, Matt. We appreciate you. We got to see your videos come back soon. And I think next week I'm going to be on StreamYard. I was trying to get it ready for this week, but just had too much to do. My mom is asking what we're doing. Mom, we're doing our live show, and I'm on dad duty at the same time, so Matt's joining us. Yeah, so I'm rereading Legion. It's a different slant right now. It feels a little out of place, I think, right now because of what's going on in the X-Men as far as the Krakoan age and whatnot goes. But I'm going to reread the whole series and do a short about that in the weeks to come. Speaking of the time to come, let's talk about the streetlight on the barn needs. Oh, I don't have a barn, but good luck with that one. Speaking of things to come, okay, so filming for this week. I've got a couple videos planned. I'm trying to think. Next weekend is Free Comic Book Day. And I don't go to the store on Free Comic Book Day, but it's something I've been talking to a couple LCS owners that I know about. And it seems to either love it or hate it. So I'm going to put together a short survival guide for Free Comic Book Day for you. You doing good, buddy? He's getting a little restless, but we're winding down. I know this is a shorter episode today, but duty calls. So that one, look for that one definitely this week. I still do have to film a previously planned video I talked about where we talk about MT, this little guy's here, favorite superhero. And yes, he has one, even though he's 2 months old. And I think that'll be an interesting and cute story. And I do want to do something about the CBCA Awards. I might finally film that this week, but definitely plan on at least seeing one video from me. I tried to slow it down a little bit because I realized that was it last week at this point, or was it the week before last? I don't remember, but I had put out a lot of videos, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a breather just to kind of inhale and exhale. I do have to say, by the way, my subscriber count has gone up tremendously this past couple of weeks, so thank you. If this is your first time looking or whether you've seen my videos before, we're up to 96 subscribers, so I'm very slowly inching up to 100. I am going to hit that number very soon. I don't know what I'm going to do as far as a giveaway goes or how we're going to celebrate that. That's something that we'll think about. I'm not going to do it just when it turns 100, of course. I'm going to give it some time just to make sure it sustains. I have no idea how these YouTube numbers work. I think it was like Wednesday, I went to bed and I had 98 subscribers. And then when I woke up the next day, it was down to 92. So I'm assuming that 6 of those were like the Russian spam robots or something. But either way, I appreciate everybody who's joined in and who subscribed to the channel and who continues to subscribe and watch content, whether it be live or recorded. We will have a 100 subscriber celebration at some point. I should say this. I keep reporting that I think it's Shadow 64, not Shadow 64. I don't know. Again, I'm drawing a blank. I'm unprepared today, but I did announce the winner of our 1 year later contest, and he chose to make a donation he asked for me, I should say, to make a donation to a Ukrainian-based charity. I did that actually through my workplace. And I mention that because if you ever have to do a donation or something like that, see if your workplace does kind of matching donations, because we did that. So instead of donating, I'm going to say X amount towards that charity, it was X times 2. They doubled the donation amount, and I thought that was pretty cool. So that was just a pro tip for me. Again, I didn't go to the store this week. I may or may not go either later today or some point during the week. So hopefully I'll have some more to report on next week. But yeah, it was a shorter episode. Again, MT kind of took up my time this week. I hope you guys don't mind, and if you do, oh well. But I do want to thank you for tuning in, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Peace, love, and comics. Take care. You want to say goodbye? He says goodbye, everybody.